what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashanti. You can call me Shanti. I'm a licensed esthetician and makeup artist specializing in bridal makeup. Dirty. So today I am going to be sharing my steps on how I keep my body nice and smooth, how to get rid of hyperpigmentation, whether that's under the arms, the knee area. You can even use this around the bikini area. And then also, if you're dealing with having patches or really bumpy skin, which is also known as KP or Keratosis Polaris. So I'll be getting into that today and giving you some tips and tricks on what products to use to help smooth out your skin. So make sure you stay tuned, hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe, and make sure you comment down below.
Esentrik. I'ma tell you this one time.
Is hyperpigmentation. Now this is something that I personally have dealt with on myself, and it is definitely very common for people of color to have pigmented or darker skin in certain areas. So what is hyperpigmentation? What is that really defined as? Well, hyperpigmentation is pretty much an overproduction of pigmentation, an overproduction of melanin. So what does hyperpigmentation look like? It can come in different forms. So you have the pigmentation that's caused by acne. So you'll see dark spots on the face, maybe some scarring from picking. That's definitely one form. You also have melasma. This can come in like a full patch around the mouth area. Sometimes it can be around the entire face. A lot of people see this across the forehead. Of course, the most common is going to be sun damage. So anytime you are out in the sun, even if it's gloomy outside, you really want to make sure that you're wearing sunscreen to avoid these things. So we know what hyperpigmentation is, we know what it looks like. Now how do we cure? How do we get rid of, or how do we at least manage the hyperpigmentation that's caused on our skin? Our way to clearing up our hyperpigmentation, the best thing to do is exfoliate and make sure that you wear that sunscreen. You can do at home would be weekly exfoliation. Personally, I like to exfoliate at least twice a week. So I do this with a chemical exfoliant. This is where I'm using either a glycolic acid, a lactic acid, even salicylic acid, because the salicylic goes really deep into the pores and really gets the pores clean. A few different products or ingredients that you can use. One of my favorite to use is glycolic acid. You can either use this in a toner form, you can use glycolic acid in a cleanser, you can use it in an enzyme, an exfoliant. If you're looking into certain treatments to get, LED treatment is great. Chemical peels are great. This is going to get deeper into the skin. So if you are really dealing with some heavy hyperpigmentation like melasma, that's when you want to get into your chemical peels, your IPLs. So that would be the laser and things like that. But of course, if you are someone of color, you definitely want to be careful and want to make sure that the person you're going to is experienced in working with skin of color. Now, what if you're dealing with that bumpy, kind of red, irritated looking skin, something that a lot of people will call strawberry legs. We've even heard them call it chicken skin, which is like, what? Chicken skin, okay now. But the formal name for this is called Keratosis Polaris, or KP for short. Now, if you are someone of color, it is going to look a little different. You may not see the redness in pregnant women. Pregnant women, especially women of color, strawberryness of it, but you will see these are going to be a little darker. They'll have kind of a little bit of pigmentation around them, and you'll see really small, tiny bumps. So for someone of color, they'll be more brown, and then for someone of lighter skin color or fair skin, they'll be more on the reddish side. KP will be described as bumpy skin, which is being caused by blocked hair follicles. So anytime you have that, it's because the hair follicles they're either blocked with skin cells. Most of the time it's skin cells, dirt, debris, things of that nature. And that's what's causing the little round bumps and even the darkness or redness because it's irritated. And most of the time, KP is found either the back of the arm area, the back of the legs, back of the thighs. That's really where you will see that. Now, how can you clear up the keratosis polaris? A few ingredients that help with KP, which I use myself, is lactic acid, glycolic acid, salicylic acid. So again, with this one, we really want to make sure that we are exfoliating, because exfoliating helps to get rid of the dead skin to bring the newer, more fresh, smooth, and supple skin. So that's why it's really important to make sure that you are exfoliating, because all that dead skin and everything is building up. KP, another important thing to do is really to make sure that you moisturize, because we don't want to do all of this exfoliation and then leave the skin dry, because that's what exfoliating is going to do. It sometimes will dry out the skin, especially if you're using acids. So we don't want to dry out the skin and further cause the roughness and the bumpiness. So we want to make sure that after you do all of your exfoliation, that you really go in with a great moisturizer. And personally, I like to use multiple steps. So I will go in with maybe like an oil, a body oil to moisturize and really hydrate. And then on top of that oil, I'll seal it in with a nice body butter.
So here's a quick little routine of mine. So I'm just going in with that lactic acid body wash. And I'm using my exfoliating gloves to really get deep into those pores to make sure that the body wash is going deep into the hair follicles. And now I'm just going in with my candy cane smelling sugar scrub. This was more for just leisure. Of course, you want to make sure you're exfoliating, so I am using a scrub. But the minty part just made my body feel so relaxed. And I'm going in with a shave cream, that EOS shave cream that I showed in the beginning, and just going against the hairs and with the hair as well. Of course, if you can, you want to try and wax. Waxing is definitely going to help lighten that area over time. I didn't have time to wax today, so shaving it was. I'm just going in with a deep pore detox mask, and then I'm gonna let this dry down and wash it off. And of course, after masking, I'm now going in with my body oil. This is the Dr. Teal's lavender body oil. When I tell you this body oil put me to sleep, child, I slept so good this night. And just making sure I get my legs and entire body. And over time, these little bumps will go away. Yes, your girl is glowing. Hello, ready for bed.
Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really hope that these steps have helped you. Maybe you found something that you can add into your own skincare or body care routine that will help you with lightening certain areas, pigmentation, and also help you with your KP at home. So I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Dirty.